Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to Apron Strings. I wanted to say thank you to every new subscriber and welcome. I hope you'll go back and look at some of the older videos. There's a lot of good food here. Obviously, there's good food in our kitchen. I am going to try and make something with some chicken breasts that I had thawed. And I really don't have a recipe going, so y'all will just have to follow along and see what I do. I am going to bake them or grill them, but I wanted to show you what I've done. I butterflied them out so they'd be thinner. They're the Costco organic chicken breast. So I did that, and then I've got them marinating in Italian dressing. But I want to show you the dressing that I'm using in case you want to look it up and order some. I'm not affiliated with them, and I don't have a code for you to get a discount. But I'm impressed because once you open it, you don't have to refrigerate it. And it's Reed's Italian, and it comes in creamy, a marinade, and original. I just marinate in the original. I'm going to get the jug and show you what it looks like. Now you can get smaller bottles, but because I use quite a bit of it, went ahead and ordered me a gallon. But you just shake it really well once you get it out of your pantry and put it on your salad or marinate your meat in it or whatever you want to do. But that's the one that I have found I really like because I don't have to keep it in the icebox. That's a big plus for me. So let me show you. I've got my meat marinating. For all you new folks, you just putter around in the kitchen with me while I'm cooking. I just talk to y'all like if you were sitting here with me and I'm telling you what I'm doing or showing you what I'm doing. That's the only way I know to do it. So I hope y'all like that and you hang with me. I just got my chicken breast in here and I've got them covered, and I picked them up where each one of them would have the stuff under and around and amongst them. So I'm going to put the lid on this and put it in the icebox and let it marinate for a couple of hours. And then I'll get back with y'all, and I'm going to do a one pot or one pan meal with some meat and vegetables in it and cook it all at the same time. Easy cleanup, and then the leftover chicken makes delicious chicken salad. So I'll be back in a little bit and show y'all what we're going to cook here. Okay, it's marinated. And I've got me some potatoes peeled. I'm going to cut up that onion. I've got some carrots peeled. And I'm going to do a one pot meal. I used to do this a lot when the kids were younger and Troy was working, and I never knew exactly what time because we never knew what day there was going to be overtime. So if I did something like this, it was easier to keep everything warm. So what I'm going to do is rinse off my potatoes that I peeled. And I've sprayed this is a Pampered Chef covered baker. I've sprayed it with olive oil spray. I'm going to quarter my potatoes, lay the flat side down and cut them up. I've got a bad spot on it. I'm telling y'all, these Cutco knives are the cat daddy. They are awesome. One of the best gifts I ever got in my life. Okay, put them in, and then I'm going to, the little end of the carrots, I'm not going to bother about cutting up, but the bigger part I am going to cut it so they'll cook quicker. I love carrots, any way you cook them. Trying to be real careful because I don't want to use any of them Band-Aids that came with these knives when they got here. Okay, I got my carrots and potatoes in. I'm going to cut up this onion. This is a sweet onion that I bought today at Costco. And so it's just going to get sweeter when it cooks like this in the oven. I just want chunks around in there. Been nice if I'd have had time to caramelize it, but I didn't. Okay, let me get this out of the way, and then I'm going to put some olive oil on that and toss it and season it. And then my chicken has been marinating in the Italian dressing, so I'm going to pick it up out of the dressing, put it in there. I'm not going to pat it dry. I'm going to go ahead and season it with onion and garlic powder, of course, and then I'll get it in the oven at 350 for about an hour, and it should all be done. So let me get my little olive oil container here. My other pourer outer, this thing, broke. And I put this one on here. Let me just tell you, this one's stingy. I'm going to have to do something about this. That may be enough. I don't know. Let me see. They just need to be coated enough to hold the seasoning. I think that's enough. Let me get the olive oil off, and then I'll put the onion powder and the garlic on it. I could have used fresh garlic, but I didn't think about it. Don't have any peeled right now, so I always think about this. Y'all know that. So I just generously sprinkle it with onion and garlic powder. Then I'll get me a couple of spoons here to toss it with. A little bit of salt. This pink salt kind of clumps up. You have to shake it. A little salt and pepper, and then I'm going to toss it and do it again where all of the potatoes and all will have some seasoning on it. If there's somebody new that hasn't seen that, the Ratchet pepper grinder, I got mine from Sur La Table, but they have them, I think, on Amazon. So if you're wanting one, you might look at Amazon. Now, I see plenty of pepper in there, but I want some salt on the top part. So there we go. Maybe a little more onion powder. I think I got enough garlic powder in there. And there's the onion powder. Get me a fork over here to handle my meat with. Now, if you're just tuning in, I marinated my chicken breast in Italian dressing. And it's been marinating for several hours. So I'm just going to spread it in here on the top of my vegetables. I took my breast and I butterflied them, which means the thickness. I cut it almost through, but when I opened them up, there was still something left there to hold them together. Most of y'all know that, but somebody may not. I'm going to put a little bit of that over it. It'll cook. That'll be just fine. Got a little bit left in there. I'll put me a little bit of seasoning on my chicken. Definitely want it salted and peppered. That Italian dressing probably had some salt in it, but you know, even though I dress my salad, I still want a little salt and pepper on it, so that's what I'm going to do. You can do this with sausage. You can do it with deer meat. You can do it with chicken legs. You can take round steak and put it in like this and cook it with vegetables, and it's fork tender. I grew up on round steak cooked like that. Mama'd buy one little package with round steak in it, and we'd cook it, and there was 4 in our family. So we each had one little piece of steak, and then the potatoes and stuff that she cooked to go with it. But it was good. Okay, as soon as the oven gets to 350, I'm going to put it in to bake for about an hour, and then I'll be back and we'll see what it looks like and tastes like. Well, it just cut off, so I'm sure that it's at 350. Let me look here. It should be right on 350 right there, so whew, it feels good and warm. Okay, I'm going to set my timer for an hour, and I promise I'll be back. Okay, y'all, I got it out of the oven, and it looks delicious to me. The vegetables are tender. There's lots of juice that cooked out of the chicken, and I'm fixing to put some on a plate and taste of it, and I'll let y'all know what it tastes like. Well, y'all, I have to confess, I done ate a carrot. Look at my little Cutco steak knives that my friend Anna sent me in Glen. Oh my goodness, I just love them. And they have a red handle on them. And I cut my chicken up with it. Let's see what the chicken tastes like. That's yummy. And it's tender. And it's not dry. That's good. Let me taste another bite of carrot. I love vegetables. I'm going to taste the potato. With a bite of onion. See, the plate is pretty. These nice china plates from Costco. It's colorful. I like to have a couple of different colors on my plate. So I've got carrots, potatoes, and onions are about the same color. And then the meat. Y'all, this is easy. Easy peasy. You could put this all in the crock pot and cook it on low for 6 hours or on probably high for 4, and you'd have your meal ready. And it would turn out exactly the same. But I like to do it in the oven and get it done quicker because I'm here at home. I don't have to put it in the crock pot. But I hope that this will give y'all an idea on something that you can do quick, an hour, a little bit of prep in an hour, and you've got a meal for however much you put in there for how many people. Now, sometimes I'll take cabbage and quarter it and put the whole big wedge in there and then pull it out and cut it and put it on the plate. And I did have cabbage today, but I'm saving it for something else. So anyway, we've got a 1-pot meal here. They used to call it, you could wrap it in foil, like put a piece of meat and your vegetables, wrap it up real tight in foil, and it was called hobo packets. And each family member would get one on their plate, and then they would open it up and eat at supper time. So that's you could have a hobo meal, and that would be fun too. Okay, y'all, I'm going to try to get this one uploaded right now, and maybe you'll get it in time to make it for your family in the next day or two. And then I'm going to have a couple of things for Easter coming up. I'm in the pie collaboration, so on the 31st, I will be making a pie, and y'all will see that video. So the good Lord bless and keep you. I hope you have a wonderful Easter weekend, whether you celebrate Easter or not. It's a good time to just enjoy family. I'm so thankful that Jesus came into the world and lived and ministered and laid his life down for us that we could be saved. I'm just thankful. It's not about the Easter bunny. It's about the Lamb of God. I'll see y'all in a day or two with something else good. The good Lord bless you.